I do welcome you to Bible Times. I'm Willard Pless, and I want to talk about Jesus' last 12 hours of life that he lived and what's playing over concerning that. We understand that we're in the last 12 months of Jesus' last 12 hours. That this started back in April on the 14th when the blood moon came, and Joel gave the prophecy about that the moon would be turned to blood before the great noble day of the Lord would come. And we're in this 12-month time. We started back in April. Actually on March the 14th, that's when the month of Nisan comes. And we're in this last 12 hours of Jesus' time. And we know that they took him to the cross. And see that April started back in March, like the month of Nisan did. And we're now here in July. So, see, we've went through April, May, June, and July. And July month is the month of his crucifixion. See, that's when they put him on the cross at the third hour. They put him on the cross. And then we're going to come to, as we're here in July, we come to August, September, and October. Now, October is the month that when it turned dark. That's when the darkness came for the 3 hours there. And so when we come to October, we're going to have darkness for the October, November, and December. And then January comes. This is when Jesus died on the cross. And this is when Jerusalem's going to be flooded. See, we're looking at this thing in the conjunction of Jesus' last 12 hours, which covers this year. Now, 2024 took in the first 12 hours of his, which includes the last day of his life, that they come and got him in the garden and took him through trial and see that 24 give us that 12 hours. But now we're in the last 12 hours. And the Jewish time starts at 6 p.m., starts at darkness, and you have to understand that. So we're in the last 12 hours. When we come to April, we're learning that this is when Jesus is going to be coming. Now, you might say, nobody can know the day or the hour that Jesus will come. Now, you have to realize I'm not giving the day or the hour, I'm giving the time. See, Jesus taught in Matthew 24 by the signs of the time that you could know the time. And then in there he also gave the parable of the fig tree, which gives the season. So we can know the time and the season, but we can't know the day of the hour. So don't get confused here. Jesus taught that you can know and understand the time and the season by what he gives there in Matthew 24. But he goes on to talk about you can't know the day or the hour. So we're here in July now, and we know the one big beautiful bill was signed on July the 4th. So you can see what's happening here. Now, when we come to October, we know that the one big beautiful bill is going to crash. And things are going to turn very bitter in this world when we get to October. And this is the time that it turned dark when Jesus was on the cross. And it's going to turn dark in this world. In Revelation chapter 10, that it gives that it's going to turn very bitter for Israel. That's taught there in Revelation chapter 10, that it's going to turn very bitter for Israel. See that when John went and took the little book, and in his mouth it tastes like honey. So right now Israel's looking this thing as being honey in the mouth. Oh, they're so thrilled about this, and they're looking to President Trump, and they give him a crown in 2023 here, that they gave him the Jerusalem crown. And Daniel talked about his first coming and how he would be treated, and he'd be given a crown, and we learned that in Revelation chapter 6. Then Daniel talks about him as being the Messiah, the Prince, when he would show up, and he would show up when Israel was back in the land for 69 years. And that came about in 2017. And he conquered them without firing a shot. We know that the rider of the white horse is to conquer without ammunition. He has weapons, but he has no ammunition. So he conquers Israel without firing a shot, and he done that in 2017. In 2018, he moved the American Embassy to Jerusalem. And you can know who this is. This is talking about President Trump. And what he did here on July the 4th. See, that's the same time that we're looking at here that they put Jesus on the cross. And things are going to happen in conjunction with Jesus' last 12 hours. And 2025, the months go with the hours. And the Jewish time runs from 6 o'clock till 6 o'clock. So we're in the last 12 hours. This is when they took him and put him on the cross. And see, Jesus is not going to feel the pain this time. But Israel's going to feel the pain, and the world's going to feel the pain. And that's what's going on. that this world's going to feel the pain. Israel especially is going to go through this time, and we're looking at what the Bible is giving us, and this is playing over with Israel is the one that's going to feel the pain. And when we come to October, this is when things are going to turn very dark in this world. That we learn that the big, beautiful bill's going to crash, as Revelation 17 and 18 teaches us. And I'm just trying to help people to see and understand and talk to Jesus and get him in their heart and start walking with him and the Father and seeing what's going on in this world. And see, we're in the last year. Jesus will be coming in April or round in that time. We know he can delay his coming. If he sees that things are moving right, he will delay his coming, and Paul talked about that he was not slack in the things that he does, but he will delay things. And he even extended the millennials as time went on through the Bible. And I don't know if you know about that or not, but this world has 7 millennials. And we're in the 6th one now, and the 6th one's going to be cut short, and Jesus talked about that in Matthew 24, about it being cut short because of the danger of no flesh should be saved. And see, there's going to be a 7th millennial. This world's going to go on for another millennial, but Jesus is going to come and cleanse it. He's going to come and take the beast and the false prophet and put them in the fire, and he's going to destroy the army, and he's going to put Satan in the bottomless pit for the 1,000 years. See, we need to understand what the Bible is teaching. We need to understand what's going on. Now, I know you can't see these things unless you walk with Jesus and fellowship with him. Now, if you walk with him, fellowship with him, he'll show you things, and he'll give you understanding. See, the apostles, especially the prophets back in the Old Testament, if you study the book of Daniel, Daniel had dreams and visions, but he couldn't understand them until God gave him the meaning. He couldn't know the meaning until God gave it to him. And so, see, it's the same way now. You can't know the meaning of the Bible unless you walk with Jesus. You can read it, you can quote it, and you can be very religious, but to know the meaning of things, you're not going to know unless you walk with Jesus and fellowship with him. And that's what we're trying to get people to do. We're not here to cause fear or anything, but we're just here to warn people that time's running out and we're getting close, and what's going on is a playover of the last 2 years of Jesus's 24 hours. The 24 and 25 is the last 2 years, and we're here in this time, and you need to start talking to Jesus and get ready for his coming, because he's going to be coming soon, and we hope you'll do that and talk to him, make peace with him, and let him in your heart. And so we hope you'll do that, and you have a great day, and God bless you.